What's up, guys? Welcome to Superwise. I'm John, and being the huge Fantastic Four fan I am, I just had to make another video. Anyway, obviously yesterday we got that huge, surprising breaking news that Jon Watts officially left as director for Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. Deadline's also reporting that Sony is reportedly hoping that Jon Watts, Tom Holland, and Zendaya all reunite for Spider-Man 4. Quick thoughts on that. You know, I really enjoy his Homecoming trilogy. I think he totally nailed the teenage aspect to Peter Parker. But we're moving on to a different phase of Peter Parker's life, his college life, his more adult years. And I think you need to get a new director to put some new life and new blood into this franchise. That's what I want personally. Right now, Jon Watts is taking a break. Who knows how long that break could last? Could he make it in time for Spider-Man 4? I don't know. It's just an idea right now. We'll see if Sony plays it by ear, see if they get a new director, or if they stick with Jon Watts. If they stick with Jon Watts, you know, I wouldn't mind, but I do want to see new life in this franchise. Getting a new director would probably be for the best, but we'll see. Jon Watts directed one of the biggest movies of all time. If anyone needs a break, it's him. But of course, we got to talk about who's going to replace Jon Watts as director for Fantastic Four. I talked about it yesterday, but I think a very likely candidate is Peyton Reed, director of the Ant-Man films. This man has been wanting to direct Fantastic Four ever since that first 2005 film. Is he a good fit for Fantastic Four? I'm kind of mixed on it, because on one hand, he makes very fun, lighthearted, enjoyable MCU films like Jon Watts. But similar to Jon Watts, he doesn't really have a style. With Peyton Reed and Jon Watts, again, I said Jon Watts definitely improved with No Way Home, but still, overall, he needs work with his directing style. They both bring very standard-looking shots. Like, I want something to pop, something to stand out, really focus on the atmosphere. With Fantastic Four, I want this movie to visually be amazing. I want it to have beautiful shots that make it stand out from the rest of the MCU. I want it to be fantastic, pun intended. On that level, is Peyton Reed really the best guy that you can get? No. But I will say this, that Peyton Reed has an outspoken love and passion for the Fantastic Four. So getting him as a director where he can really show some love to the Fantastic Four and make a great adaptation, I mean, it sounds great. His pitch sounded really fun. Back in the day, he wanted to make a 60s Fantastic Four movie, really harp on those older comics. And I think the plan was that if we were to do this for the MCU, they would be stuck in the negative zone, and then they would be transferred to the modern day MCU. I think that sounds really fun, inventive, and different. It's not your typical standard origin story, so I can appreciate that. If Peyton Reed really loves these characters and has a passion for them, I'm sure he would do a good job. I want someone in the director's chair that really knows these comics, really loves these characters, and wants to make the best adaptation they can. If Jon Watts were directing, or if Peyton Reed is directing, you already know that they're going to make a heartfelt, good, solid movie. But I want this movie to be amazing. I want it to be one of the MCU's best films yet. I want the Fantastic Four to get justice. If Peyton Reed gets hired, you know, there are pros and cons as to what I just listed. I wouldn't mind, but there are definitely better people for this job. Speaking of the better people, let's go ahead and go over some of the options that you guys threw out, which are great options for real. First off, John Krasinski. Obvious choice, right? If he's going to star as your main MCU Mr. Fantastic, which he's my number one choice, I definitely want to see him be in the MCU for the long run, leading this franchise. If you're going to get him to star, might as well get him to direct. He's a phenomenal director. He said in the past that he would not mind directing an MCU movie, and he has the exact style I'm looking for. He has a fantastic style and vision to his shots. If he brought that to the MCU, man, I would love it. You guys brought up Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles. Awesome choice. You guys also brought up Matthew Vaughn, who I love Matthew Vaughn. The dude has style and he's proven before that he makes great comic book movies, he would be an awesome choice. Travis Knight, that was a new one. I didn't hear that one before, but he was originally, I believe, going to be directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when James Gunn got fired. I think he did a great job with Bumblebee. He has experience in the animation field, so he knows how things work, move, flow. I think he would be a great choice too. Of course, the GOAT Sam Raimi, he brings love, passion, and heart to everything he does. So excited to see Multiverse of Madness, see how he works within the MCU. I think he would be an awesome choice. Edgar Wright, he's got style. He brings a lot of fun to what he does. Bottom line, these directors have style, and they have just got it. I would love to see any of these directors take on Fantastic Four, but we'll see who Marvel gets as a replacement. It's going to be very interesting and exciting to see who they get. And we'll see. Tell me in the comments down below, who do you want to see direct Fantastic Four? Do you want to see Peyton Reed? Do you think he's a good choice, or do you think there are better people for the job? Tell me in the comments down below. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That'll be all for me. Remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.